All right, let's just dive right in. With 2025 right around the corner, there's a huge question facing pretty much everyone in the HVAC world, from homeowners to the pros on the ground, and it's all about these new refrigerants. And this is the one we hear all the time. With this massive refrigerant transition happening, people are naturally asking, can you kind of mix and match? Specifically, can you top off an R-454B system with R-32? So let's not beat around the bush. The answer is a clear, simple 100% absolutely not. It's not a maybe, it's not a, well, in some cases, it's a never. And in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly why. But first, you gotta wonder, why are people even asking this? I mean, where does this idea even come from? Let's get into why this shortcut seems so tempting in the first place. It really all comes down to one thing: money. You've got this industry-wide shift, and technicians and homeowners are looking at a system that's a little low on juice and thinking, hey, can I just top this off with something a bit cheaper? And on the surface, you can almost see the logic, but it is dangerously flawed.
All right, so let's blow this myth right out of the water. The whole reason this idea of a top-off even exists is because of what's inside these new refrigerants.
And boom, here it is. This is the heart of all the confusion. You look at R-454B and what do you see? It's almost 70% R-32. So you can see how someone would think, well, if it's mostly R-32 anyway, what's the harm in adding a little more? But that's where the thinking goes completely off the rails. You see, R-32 is a single, pure substance. It's just one thing. R-454B, on the other hand, is a precision-engineered blend. It's a recipe. Think about it like this. You can't bake a cake that's mostly flour and then decide to just add more flour instead of the eggs and sugar and still call it a cake. It just doesn't work. And ignoring that difference, treating the recipe like it's just one ingredient, well, that's not going to save you money. In fact, it's going to cost you. Big time, in more ways than one. So first up, let's talk about performance. What actually happens inside your poor air conditioner the second you start mixing these two? Well, the internal chemistry just goes completely haywire. By dumping in pure R-32, you've just wrecked that perfect blend. All of a sudden, the pressures inside the system are totally wrong. Your efficiency is going to tank, which means you're paying more on your energy bill for less cooling. The unit's going to start overheating, it's going to short cycle, turning on and off, which is just a death sentence for the compressor. You're basically fast-tracking your equipment to a catastrophic failure. And believe it or not, a dead AC unit might not even be your biggest problem. The financial and, yes, legal fallout can be just as bad, if not worse. I mean, the second that wrong refrigerant goes in, poof, your manufacturer's warranty is gone. It's void. And trust me, they can test what's inside, and they will not cover those repairs. Even bigger than that, you're now in direct violation of EPA Section 608 regulations. So it's not just a bad idea, it's literally against the law. Okay, this is the big one. Forget the money, forget the warranty for a second. We really need to talk about safety, because this is where it gets serious. Now, both of these new refrigerants are classified as A2L. All that means is that they're mildly flammable. Your new air conditioner is designed from the ground up with safeguards to handle the exact properties of R-454B. When you start adding pure R-32, you're changing those properties. You're increasing the flammability risk beyond what the system was ever engineered to handle. It's an unnecessary hazard, plain and simple. So, we've talked a lot about what not to do. So what's the right way? If topping off is out, what's the professional and safe way to handle a system that's low on charge? It's actually pretty straightforward. 3 steps. That's it. Number 1, your AC is a closed loop. If it's low, it has a leak. A pro has to find and fix that leak first. Number 2, they have to completely evacuate the system, get all of that old mixed up stuff out. And number 3, they recharge it with the one and only thing that belongs in there, fresh, clean R-454B. And look, if there is ever any doubt, there's a golden rule. It is so simple. Just look at the manufacturer's data plate. It's right there on the side of the unit. It will tell you exactly what refrigerant that system needs. That label is the final word, every single time. So let's bring it all home. After looking at the performance hits, the legal trouble, and the serious safety risks, what is the final verdict here? What's the one thing you need to remember from all this? It really all comes down to this single idea. That little bit of money you might think you're saving up front by cutting this corner,
It's nothing, I mean literally nothing, compared to the cost of a fried compressor, a voided warranty, and sky-high energy bills. It's the definition of a false economy.
And that really just leaves us with one last question to chew on. The choice you're making isn't really between two different refrigerants. It's between a tempting shortcut and the long-term health and safety of your entire system. So you have to ask yourself, is that tiny short-term saving really worth the massive long-term failure?